game. I think that LPL has a better draft here, although obviously if they don't know how to execute it, then they might lose.
Yeah, that has sort of been the name of the game here for these games. That they will execute the draft really good, but when they actually load into the game, they perhaps forget why they picked the champions and what the champions are actually able to do in the game. Because sometimes there can be some curveballs, and it's it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Of course, I'm
Yeah,
very interested in the mid lane matchup here, which is one that I haven't seen for a while. It feels very old school matchup. This one,
yeah,
the Ahri versus the Anivia.
yeah.
So
Froggen versus Ocelot season.
yeah, so it will be interesting to see for sure.
Mm. I still, I don't know. I hate the Lulu pick. I must say, I have no idea why it has been picked. I wonder what's the reasoning here.
Yeah, perhaps we will. If Team Turbo end up coming on top, perhaps we will bring
We'll
in,
we'll bring in somebody.
yeah, and ask them. Because yeah, that is definitely the pick that I agree the least with in this draft. Because they sort of picked it on a whim, almost. Like it was the Hecarim first pick, really good. LPL answers with two really strong picks with the Olaf and the Kaiser, and then they sort of just blind their whole bot lane with the which we alluded to perhaps could be a flex pick, but it ended up just being the straight up bot lane. But yeah, the Lulu definitely questionable at this point in time. Now we are loading into game here. Yeah, of course. While this match is going on, we have a match off stream right now, which is the
Tax
Tax
evasion
Evasion Gaming
versus.
versus Acceleration. Of course, Acceleration being one of our undefeated teams right now. They are going to look to continue that trend. And they are going to be facing off versus Get Colonized, I want to say, later.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that will be our final game of the day, which they are right now undefeated. Perhaps the results coming in during the day will say something else, but that will definitely be the match to look at this week. I'm not calling it match of the week. That's copyright infringement for sure.
Sure, sure.
We want to call it the match to look at. That's much simpler.
Okay, so we are almost loaded in. I think the game has been going on for quite some time. Also, okay. I wonder how the top goes. I mean, obviously, fishtol is a great top lane player, but if Edenze can just like survive the onslaught of the Mordekaiser, then
Yeah.
it's not that hard. I don't know how. You've played top lane a little bit, so would you say that this is a heavily unfavored matchup for the Volibear?
I mean, Volibear. I mean, I probably play Volibear very, wrong. So, but what if my experience in playing versus fishtol is that you kind of need to sort of hold the line, and because there will be a lot of jungle pressure usually thrown
Yeah.
towards him, and I will often not have as much jungle pressure, so it's about sort of easing the
Almost the standard
pain.
5-man setup here. Besides the weird line here, but by the Raptors.
A little bird just whispered in my ear that the minimap size needs to be reduced to around 33. So if we could get that real quick.
Oh my god. I swear. Okay, it has been reduced. Hopefully the little bird will be now happy with the minimap scale. So standard stuff happening. Olaf starting in the top lane on the red buff. Hecarim doing the same in the bot side jungle.
Yeah. Of course, with the Hecarim starting bot side, it would usually mean that he's gonna path towards top side later. Meanwhile, the Olaf is doing the opposite. So perhaps we will see some action in bot lane.
Oh,
Nautilus throws a hook already, misses.
a really quick hook from the Nautilus. Sadly, it misses. I think that there would be some quite good poke here. So now game going slow. Nothing crazy happening.
Yeah, we are seeing the Mordekaiser level above already and sort of having the wave advantage right now.
I feel like I feel like Olaf should have just started alone without the leash. I mean, it slows him a little bit, but at the same time, the Volibear gets a nice lane. And Olaf is perfectly fine doing the whole clear alone.
Because we do see Volibear has already placed a ward in the bush. So depending on the timing of the...
Oh, okay, fishtol getting quite chunky. He has to
going...
flash, and then flash from the Volibear, and it's a first blood in the top lane. I must say, this was quite unexpected. fishtol completely disrespecting the damage from the Volibear in the early game.
Yeah, and like we saw already in the top lane, it was sort of looking like a slow push for
Oh, the gank
there,
in the mid lane happening, but Anivia just flashes and everything else is going to die slowly. Although Ahri has committed a flash here, so that's a flash for flash in the mid lane. I don't think that's a... Oh, and also, the Hecarim is in kind of a trouble here. He might get a kill on the Hecarim. No, not really.
And there's action in the bot lane right now as well.
Some 2v2s and I guess happen. Oh, the hook of Nautilus misses, but the Kai'Sa still going in strong. And yeah, it will all just fizzle out. Some trades happening. Heal and flash and ignite used by the red bot lane. Blue bot lane has both flashes up, so there is some slight advantage in the summoner spells.
Yeah, there's action all around. Now
Action top lane again.
Trade.
A small trade, but I guess it's a really good trade for Volibear. I'm surprised. The Volibear, the Edenze player here, really good lane for now. Although the Anabolic Sparky is already here in the top lane, but I don't think they can do anything to him. If Volibear had W here, then maybe. Yeah, he could have just run away. So it's a one.
Oh, that was...
yeah.
Weird hook coming in bot lane. Almost results in a kill on the Lucian, but...
And Kai'Sa almost dying from the Lulu, but not happening for now. Also, Olaf stealing Hecarim's drugs.
Olaf?
Yeah, Olaf.
Olaf was paying attention. I think that was an easy kill on the Lucian. Oh, he flashes.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't do anything. The Q
unfortunate for LPL there, but...
But Kai'Sa will get some plays. There's some pressure in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Overall...
LPL still comes out on top, but if they perhaps were paying a bit more attention to what was going on, perhaps there would be an even bigger advantage to be had.
Yeah.
But right now, if we look at the CS difference here, bot lane on the side of LPL, big advantage. Also in the top lane.
Yeah, every TT lane is for now losing. Except for the jungle. But I guess that jungle got some creeps in the top lane because of the gank. Okay, so the game slowed down a bit. Nothing crazy happening for now. Some resets from the... Okay, never mind. Volibear going for a trade again. And... Yeah, it wasn't...
Power shot.
Yeah, it wasn't that worth it, I must say. Oh, the ult from the fishtol here. He might just kill him. Yeah, that's a dead Volibear.
Yeah, I think the Volibear, he picked the Grasp as sort of like, you know, some quick trades here and there to get the Grasp stacked up. But he's sort of overextending from time to time.
Yeah.
Which is not really doing him many favors right now. And yeah, I think the Mordekaiser right now will just sort of run away with the lane. But we do see Olaf coming in.
Yeah, we see Olaf. Oh no, he just takes the wave for now because the Volibear is not here either. Switch to the bot lane. Thought something might happen here, but I guess that they get the prio and TT will just simply do the Drake for now.
Yeah, it is a Cloud Drake, so it's pretty good as a standalone Drake. We will look to see what soul there will be in this game. There will not be a Ocean Soul, because that is the next Drake.
Okay, so what can we get away from this first 8 minutes, let's say?
Well, we saw, I mean, it's basically just the top lane on the side of LPL who is, you know, being a bit over-eager. And has then resulted in him dying twice, but he did get a nice solo kill because of fishtol's overextension. But now we see action in the bot lane here.
Bot lane again. The Lulu will just die here. She's way out of position and... Oh, maybe not? The flash from her and the flash from Kai'Sa not to the... Oh, the hacks! And LPL get the kill in the end, but that was really, really close.
Yeah, it was very close for the Lulu to survive there, but it will end up being another kill going over to LPL.
I wish that they would still put the pressure here on the bot tower for now, since they are 3v2 and Lucian can just get the wave for free, whilst if they like committed here a little bit, make some pressure here, he would have lost some of this creep, so yeah. But overall, a good play from the LPL side. They get a kill onto the Olaf, so obviously the Olaf might be a menace in the late game.
Yeah. Of course, there is not really a big item difference.
Oh, apparently
jungle right now.
Something happened to the Anabolic Sparky because
4, 3, 2.
Okay.
And there we go.
And we are back underway with the first game of EDC Season 2, Week 2, and some little threats in the top lane. Obviously the Mordekaiser has no prio because of the 2 deaths of Volibear.
Volibear is sort of just
chilling.
I think chilling is the wrong word here.
Oh, some vision wars in the bot lane.
War of attrition. Who's going to win? I think Nautilus won out on that one, but there is going to be perhaps a replacement of the control ward coming down. Yeah.
Yeah, but they will just push in the lane again and do it again.
Yeah. Now we see Red Smite unlocked for the Hecarim. Olaf is actually quite behind on the old jungle item. He still needs to smite 3 more things. Meanwhile, the Hecarim already... Oh,
something in the mid lane. Ahri going under the mid lane. 3 ults used. The charm misses, and I think this is... Yeah, there is nothing else going to happen. A really disappointing engage.
Quite unfortunate there for the Ahri. I think that's twice now that the charm has just, you know, gone completely wide. And that will result in a back for the Anivia. And that's the end of that.
Oh, the hook from the Nautilus and the ult, and Lucian will just dash. Getting too excited over
Yeah.
Oh, but Kai'Sa manages to proc the passive and hit the W. Oh, Kai'Sa going into the Lucian and she just gets him.
Yeah, of course,
The Team Turbo
turret.
bottom might die. Oh, okay. Lulu will survive for now, but it's not the end. Kai'Sa is still looking for her. Might just get her with the Q. No, just not enough. Also, the Hecarim and Ahri coming into the bot lane. Some trades coming in the top lane, but we'll look at the Hecarim for now. The Kai'Sa will just be dead. And the Nautilus also overextending here. Probably will donate the kill over to Ahri so she can be... Oh, the flash from the Nautilus. Why would he do that now? I think he's pretty much dead anyway.
He is slowly walking away.
Okay.
And he actually gets out.
He actually gets out.
Yeah,
amazing.
Of course, Nautilus pulling off the great escape here in the bot lane.
The great escape in the bot lane. But in the meantime...
I do think with the turret dive that they tried to get on the Lulu, if Nautilus perhaps, I think he might have been able to tank one more turret shot, perhaps the Lulu would have gone down in the end. But yeah, it's gonna be another death and another kill picked up for LPL.
Well, in the end, I think the dive was pretty greedy. I mean, okay, the Lucian kill was alright, but the Lulu kill was just too greedy. You don't know where the jungler is. Obviously, the mid lane also has gone down to the bot lane, so it was just like a really coin flippy play, I must say. It might have worked, but there were like, I don't know, 20-80 odds on that. Okay, so we enter the Drake.
Of course, the Kai'Sa now has the Kraken Slayer completed. Olaf now has his precious Gore Drinker.
Okay,
but
TP committed
on
from
the side of Team
fishtol.
Turbo, fishtol TP's in with his new Rift Maker.
Oh, Anivia grabbed into the Mordekaiser. Nautilus ulting the Lucian, and Lucian is almost dead. Although they turn on the Nautilus, and Nautilus will die from the ignite. Meantime, fishtol just kills Anivia in his ult, and Lulu will die. So for now, it's 2 for 2 for the... Okay, now it's 3 for 2. The Kai'Sa is also dead. Olaf fighting with the Mordekaiser, but I don't think he can win this. Yeah, the Hecarim going in with the ult. Oh, that's surprising that he still has the ult, but they're going on to the Volibear, but I think the Volibear is quite safe here.
Yeah, flash used by the Olaf there from over the wall. But Team Turbo are going to turn their eyes on this Ocean Dragon. And I think they will just get it.
Is there
but there is a TP.
There is a TP. Olaf is still here. There is some commitment from the LPL side, and Mordekaiser going onto the Anivia, but he might just be dead here. And he is dead. Meantime, the Volibear tried to kill the Ahri, but it was just not enough. Anabolic Sparky pick up the kill, but the hook from the Nautilus on the Hecarim, and Hecarim is dead. A really nice recovery.
Yeah, LPL kind of salvages the whole situation there and gets the Ocean Dragon for themselves. And it is going to be an Infernal Rift here, so the Dragons are going to be stacking up eventually, and I think whoever gets the soul will have a big advantage. Right now it's even.
I might say...
The Hecarim, I think the Hecarim was also sitting on a lot of gold, because the Olaf had already finished his Gore Drinker, but the Hecarim was still sitting on a Phage or something of the sort. But now he does have the Divine Sunder here, and the Volibear has completed a Trinity Force.
Yeah. I mean, because of all this engage, the Volibear caught up to the Mordekaiser, and also Anivia and Kai'Sa have a quite big lead over their laners respectively.
Yeah.
We forgot to mention that while the bot dive before was happening, the LPL managed to take the mid lane tower with the Herald, so it was quite crucial, since it gave Anivia a lot of gold. So it's not just not the engage for her, but in the meantime, Nautilus is kinda overextending in the river, ulting the Ahri. He might just survive because of that. And he will.
It's gonna be, I think, 4, 5 charms missed now by the Ahri, which are it's a crucial spell actually.
Yeah, and
for Ahri, and it is actually resulting in the difference between kill or no kill for them.
So
but,
the trades happening in the top lane, but also there's a gank coming in, and oh, nothing is going to happen.
Axe to the face.
So, the Lucian just
hit
gets
by a Q.
destroyed and he's just dead. Okay, that was kind of I must say, it was questionable from the Lucian to stay there. Obviously, Anivia is a really strong champion right now, and the Lucian is very behind in this game, so the one wall from the Anivia and he will just be dead.
Yeah, I would like to point out also that while it was questionable for us, of course, the Anivia agreed and actually missing pinged when the Lucian went down. And but I think that was quite, it's quite straightforward. Anivia being 2 levels above the Lucian, Lucian gets hit by the Q, and then it's just,
Yeah. I mean,
it's just a death.
obviously, since there was no mid lane turret, the bot lane has a free pass to take the creeps from there, and Anivia can pressure the side lane. Although she doesn't have TP, but there is nothing to fight for now. I guess there is Herald, obviously, but nobody is committing to it for now, so...
Anivia also right now, the passive was used in the dragon fight, but I think the passive will come up in a few minutes.
It should come up shortly. Let me check. Yeah, it is already on. So LPL doing the Herald for now, and I would say that Team Turbo has been caught quite sleepy because they get nothing in return. Maybe Lucian will chunk the tower. I don't think he can get it though.
3-man strong in the mid lane here for LPL.
Oh well, he might get it because nobody is responding to it, but if somebody would be on down there, the tower would still be there.
Yeah.
Obviously now, with the Heralds, LPL will try to press up in the mid lane, and Ahri overextending a lot here, just caught in the Nautilus hook, and that's an easy kill for the LPL side.
Yeah, and as we have been mentioning, the Ahri and the charms have not really been the best of friends, but the one charm she hits, she dies because of it. So
oh, and Lulu killed again in the mid lane while I was spectating the top lane fight between the Volibear and the Mordekaiser, but Mordekaiser will just steamroll over the Volibear. Whilst obviously Lulu died in the mid lane and LPL get a free turret out of it.
Yeah, and yeah, the death for the Volibear yet again. But Team Turbo does get the bot tower in the end. But now they sort of have to crawl up in this gold deficit that they perhaps don't know that they have, but we know that they're in a deficit right now.
Oh, there's a
but the dragon is spawning.
Also, we have to mention that the LPL side has all of the crucial items they need. The Liandris for the Anivia is huge, and the Kraken Slayer for the Kaisa is also a really big item. Although I prefer Galeforce in this game, but Kraken's also right.
Yeah. There is posturing right now around the dragon. Of course, the Volibear has TP, so he's gonna go towards top lane first.
Oh, the Herald in the top lane.
Summons the Rift Herald.
Okay, that's actually quite good because it puts pressure on the top lane. Whilst everybody and the hook from Nautilus on the Hecarim. The Hecarim is just dead. By the Nautilus might just die from the Lucian. The Kaiser gets him in the end. Volibear TP onto the Lucian. Will he dead? No, they stop. They just stop. They decide to go for the Drake, and I think that's smart from them to just leave it at that.
Yeah. Questionable. Oh. Okay. We have another pause, but that does give us more time to talk about what just transpired. The Hecarim, as he does, runs very fast, but in a Anivia ult, he doesn't run that fast, and he kind of gets just killed very slowly, which it wasn't very slowly. He actually got killed pretty quickly. But it was a small, quick pause here. The Anivia has already reconnected. But yeah, it's gonna be the Inferno Dragon going over to LPL in the end, and they are just sort of exhilarating the gold lead right now.
Yeah, but we talked about this in the draft, right? Like, let's talk about TT for a second. Lulu, for now, is a non-factor. she just sits there, clears the ward sometimes, alright, it's cool, but she does literally nothing. Also, obviously,
Yeah,
we
it
got
was.
the Lucian bot lane, and for now, Kai'Sa just loves the thing, right? She's 4-2 whilst the Lucian is 0-3, and she already got some huge gold advantage, which is, yeah, 1.2k.
Yeah, whilst we did allude to the top lane for TT, we might have a advantage just because of the difference in prowess. But the bot lane for TT is really not showing up right now. They are quite far behind, and yeah, Kaisa is just huge.
Oh,
But
the Nautilus
Charm
kinda
lands.
overextending on the ward, but Ahri gets ulted and hooked into it. The aftershock of Nautilus is so strong for him, and the fishtol catches the Kai'Sa in the zone. She might just die because of it. Yes, she will, but Mordekaiser will also drop to the Anivia, so it's a 3-for-1 on the map for the TT. Getting some recoveries right here. Oh, and the Olaf almost gets it.
The back still goes through there, which was kind of surprising. I felt like that probably should have been disrupted. I don't know, risotto games. uh, but yeah, TT, they get some advantages yet again, and they are slowly crawling back into this game.
Yeah, there's not only 2.5k separating the two teams. Obviously, the objectives are in favor of the LPL for now, but it might change. We get a destroyed turret in the top lane, whilst Lucian was pressuring the mid turret, but nothing happened for now.
You now see 2 completed items for the Olaf here. He has the Sterex gauge. On the other side, fishtol has a Morello Nomicon completed. So we are going to see some of these second item spikes coming through.
Oh,
Of course,
and
Lulu
LPL is
finally
starting the
finishes
Baron.
the. Yeah, they are going to start the
I'm
Baron.
sorry that I'm interrupting you, but this is quite surprising, especially since Olaf lost already a lot of HP on this Baron. I don't think that... Okay, TT is definitely aware of this now, and yeah, LPL will just drop the topic for now. Nautilus looking for the hook, nothing happening from it, and that both teams will just disengage.
It's quite a bold call there for LPL, trying to go for the Baron there, but TT, they show up, they puff their chest, and they slowly run away. So,
Well,
oh,
for
the
now...
Lulu.
Oh, the Lulu kind of overextending here. Olaf might just get... Oh, I think they will get because of the W. And Kai'Sa goes in. Lulu is already dead. Lucian also now the focus for the Kai'Sa. So will she get him? No, not really. I don't think that Hecarim will survive this ordeal. He's just dead. Olaf so strong right now. He might get the Mordekaiser. He gets him. The Lucian is also dead. And that's a 4-0 for LPL. And that's a Baron.
Yeah, and as we see the chat here, there is spam pings on the Mordekaiser ult, but yeah, just huge win here for LPL. They get the Baron. The Lulu sort of just steps up into her own doom, and that will result in 4 deaths. And they were TT, they were slowly crawling back into the game, but now they sort of just they took 1 step forward, and now there are 2 steps back again.
Yeah, I mean that fight was kind of cool, I must say. But to be fair, TT completely caught off guard here.
There is a dragon slowly spawning. I think that will just go to the side of LPL.
Yeah, I don't
Baron
think
buff,
that
so they can.
TT can contest this.
Yeah, I think they are slowly just being fought out of the game. We saw a surrender attempt,
caught.
but
Oh, there was a surrender attempt. I think it was just for the memes.
yeah, I don't think it's like it's definitely doable to go back, but it is looking quite grim.
Yeah, obviously
Dragon.
TT. I don't think they can contest this. Lucian is for some reason in the top river. I don't know what he was doing there, but yeah,
Probably
TT will just get the
trying to get
breakthrough.
some CS back. and yeah, they get the dragon. And now they're gonna go back to perhaps using the Baron buff that they acquired. They are gonna go
Okay,
on
some
the Volibear
yeah,
here.
the Volibear here. Ult from the Hecarim, ult from the Volibear also. I don't think they can. Okay, they can quite kill him. Surely, the Volibear will just drop the flash way late, way too late. But in the meantime, some shenanigans in the mid lane happening. fishtol had some problems. Kai'Sa almost getting him. I think the proc would have get him. But that's a free turret for the side of LPL, and they just might get the inhibitor here.
Yeah, LPL slow and steady here. They are slowly just cracking open the base of Team Turbo here. The gold lead is now almost, well, it is 6,000 ahead of Team Turbo, and they are pinging towards the top lane here. So they will get even more gold from the
Yeah,
Baron.
I think the plan is here that they will just do a simple 4-1 with 4 members here and the Volibear splitting since he has the TP.
Oh,
Oh, almost. There was some trial and engage, but nothing happens for now.
LPL will look to...
Okay,
Oh.
the Anivia trapped in the Mordekaiser ult. She might just drop. Oh, the Kai'Sa going into the Lucian and the Lulu, but she'll just die because of the overextension. Anivia also dead in the sphere of the Mordekaiser. LPL trying to disengage. Ahri going in, but oh, that was way too forward for the Ahri. Olaf just smashing her with his axe as well. The Nautilus will drop at the end, so it's a 3-for-1 fight for the side of Team Turbo. A smite recovery,
Yeah.
but I don't think that for now it means something. And
Team Turbo here is strength in numbers,
Okay.
and they will capitalize on 3 of the members of LPL here. But yeah, it was just some small overstepping, I think, on the side of LPL. They weren't quite sure, were they gonna get the TT jungle, or were they gonna go up to the top wave and slowly push that down into the tower, or were they just gonna reset? I think the Nautilus was planning to reset, but then he throws out the hook, and then the fight just sort of transpired there.
Yeah.
Which I don't think was that ideal for them, so they actually end up dying. But still, the LPL, they are still in the driver's seat in this game.
Yeah.
We are seeing a lot of item purchases being completed now. 2 QSSs on the side of LPL.
Yeah, I just
for
wanted
the
to talk
Anivia
about
and the
it.
Kai'Sa. And now 3 items completed for the Olaf, who has gone deathless so far this game. As we see Volibear going in.
Volibear fighting with the Mordekaiser. I think he might have a chance here this time. And he quite has the chance. He might kill the fishtol. Will he? Yes, he gets him. Obviously, the Hecarim will take the kill back, but the 1v1.
Yeah, fine. Like we already saw earlier in the game, the Volibear already got a kill on the Mordekaiser, but now with the Titanic Hydra and the Triforce, the Volibear just kills the Mordekaiser.
Yeah, but that's really surprising. The Volibear had a 1 item disadvantage and he still gets the Mordekaiser here.
Yeah.
LPL getting the top lane turret. All of the tier 2s have already been taken by the red side, so only inhibitor turrets remaining for the TT side. The game is looking quite grim for them.
Yeah, indeed. We are going to see resets here on the side of LPL. They're going to get even more items and advantages, and perhaps wards. Okay, well, it looked like only wards of Ruby Crystal being picked up. The Dragon and the Baron, which is... The Baron is now 20 seconds away here. The Dragon is 40 seconds away here. So there is probably going to be a big fight soon, and that will probably decide the game.
Yeah, I feel like that, even though... maybe not, maybe not. I feel like LPL could have just threatened the soul here, and they do just that. Volibear is, I guess, waiting for it to spawn, so he can take it alone. Whilst the rest of the LPL... Okay, some... Oh, I don't think you want to take this hook as Nautilus.
Yeah, the Volibear right now is just on the Dragon, but he does have TP, so he can go in or come in at a moment's notice. But
Yeah,
Turbo right now, there are 5 players.
Yeah, they're
but
just Baron
their mid
dancing.
lane, Yeah, their mid lane is being pushed through, so they kind of need someone to answer that. So they're in quite of a tricky situation here. The Volibear is just gonna be soloing the dragon right now, so I think Team Turbo, they're just sort of deer in headlights right now.
Yeah, and the hook of the
goes in.
Lucian, he might just go down. No, Nautilus will go down instead. Oh, yeah, it is enough. Nautilus is down, Lucian survives the TP for the Volibear, then engage onto the Ahri, and then Lulu will just die. Meanwhile, Olaf getting onto the Lucian, and actually, Hecarim kills the Kai'Sa, it might turn around, but the Anivia is already here, and will she manage to kill him? Yes, she will! It's a 4 for 3 for the side of the LPL, and they're not going to take the Baron because I think they're too low in numbers, but the inhibitor in the mid lane will get taken again.
Yeah, the Lulu is very low right now. I think they might even look to end here with the wave coming in shortly, but perhaps they will.
Yeah, the death
against
timers are quite big. They might have just tried to do this, but no, they just turn and decide that it's not worth it to try. Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Yeah, and I think if Team Turbo would have won that fight, perhaps they would have stabilized the game a bit more, and perhaps even opted in for the Baron if they had enough time to get it. But since LPL came out on top, they are just... the light is at the end of the tunnel for them, and they just have to get one good fight where not too many of them die, or perhaps the ones with the strongest pushing power will stay alive, and they will just look to break open the base. But, Baron is still on the cards. See LPL right now getting all the vision in.
Oh, the Mordekaiser is going to engage on, and he will just drop. What a quick Hecarim going onto the backline, but I don't think he can do too much. Kai'Sa flashing out, and she will survive. The Hecarim is dead. The Nautilus is a sacrificial lamp here. Oh, the Ahri charm. She will get the Kai'Sa, but she will just get dropped by the Anivia. And the Lulu alone, scared. She can't run away anywhere. The mist on, but Anivia gets her